Well, hello everyone. Hello, dear Steeven Institute members, dear students, and all listeners and followers. Well, this is Steeven Institute again in another podcast today, in which we'll be talking about an interesting topic. Well, as you guys can see, the world is changing and technology is taking the world by storm. Well, today we'll be talking about something very interesting, and as you guys can see, I'm not alone here. I have a very super special guest with me today. So we are going to give her the floor so she can introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Florence. I live in DRC, actually in Goma town.
Well, thank you so much, Florence, and welcome. We are delighted to be with you today.
Thank you.
All right, so dear listeners, dear followers, in this podcast, we'll be talking about the role of social media in our lives. And in the first segment, we'll be talking about a brief conversation about how social media has changed communication in the world. Well, thank you so much, and sit tight until the end of this video, and you're gonna learn a lot. Well, dear Florence, how has social media made it easier to connect with people around the world?
That's a fact actually, because it's very simple to meet with every person who is everywhere in the world via social media. So I don't need to have transport or to travel to talk to a person, for example, in the United States or in another place far from where I am. That's why it has made the world small, like a small town. Just need to call and then you can even see each other. Video calls and whatever. That's why I can conclude that social media has made it very, very simple for us.
All right, that's really exciting. You know, as we are talking about technology, and what she has been saying is really a fact. Social media has made it easier to communicate around the world, which is really important. At this point, we are going to connect social media with careers, you know. So, do you think social media can be useful or a useful tool for career development?
Exactly, it is actually. In career development, we have a lot that we can do marketing. You can introduce products, you can learn. You can also get knowledge from social media by doing research, by doing a lot. So yeah, in career, let me say, life, yeah, it's concept.
That's all right. Talking about career development, you know, wherever you go for working and everything, you need to update yourself according to the 21st century reality. And this is only possible thanks to technology. That's why I support your point saying that it really helps us develop ourselves and be ready for all position in the workplace. Well, that's really interesting. Now we are going to talk about the darker side of social media. Especially we focus on cyberbullying, like misinformation and also addiction. So the first question to you is, what are the dangers of overusing social media, especially for young people?
Young people, that they forget their duties. We having duties that have ABC, but yeah, social media, there are some particular platforms that they take too much, like they take your attention till you forget what you have to do. And then in that case, yeah, especially a person who is not, let me say, concentrated on what they should do, when they should do, yeah, they may forget, or even though they don't forget, but they still want to be on social media than to do what they have to do. In that case, that's, let me say, the dark side of social media, though it's a willing one, because no one obliges them to stay on social media, they just choose by themselves. In that case, it's kind of distracting young people, some parents, some mothers can be cooking, but they want to develop what they are on a given platform, watching videos or making sometimes content or whatever, which somehow I mean it means that it brings problems in the family. As you focused on young children, for example, somebody is a student and he has to study, he has to prepare the lessons, or maybe he has a task at home that the parents gave. Because of social media, the person won't concentrate, or he will not even do the task. In that case, the mother will argue with the person, or if it is school, the person will fail easily, won't pass the exam. So that's why it can be taken sometimes, but can be considered something bad. Yeah.
That's really an interesting insight. And this touches addiction. You have been showing how people are addicted to social media, which has really a very bad impact. Anyway, there is another side, like this, what we call cyberbullying, you know. So with social media, normally people don't showcase their reality of life. Most of the time people showcase only the brighter side of their life. They show the time where they are enjoying, when they put on mutatis mutandis, you know. They won't showcase like their reality. And when people are addicted to social media, you are just seeing the brighter side of people and everything, and then you want to, you know, adapt, and you want to live that life that is not really the reality. And this can be also another source of cyberbullying, which can have a very bad impact on the life of people. And this can even impact the, you know, mental health of people. That's why I think what you said, I support it, because we have to avoid addiction when it comes to social media. And this brings me to another question to you, Ms. Flores. The question is, how can we protect ourselves from negative effects of social media?
Yeah, so negative effects are a lot from social media. It just, first of all, I say we have to be disciplined now. Know that I have to do this thing, not this. And then if you're disciplined, you can know when to be on social media. If, for example, it's not your work, some people on social media because it's their work, they are content creators, or they work online, or there's something they do just online. It's okay, they can stay for a long time. But if it's not your work, for example, so you have to be disciplined enough to say, yes, I have, you know, social media helps somehow to enjoy, to relax. If it's your favorite way of, like it's your favorite hobby, being on social media, then know why you have to do it. Not every single time that you can be on social media. I repeat again, be disciplined, but also don't follow everything you see on social media. As you have been saying, some people pretend to have a certain life that they don't have. And then it brings envy to people's heart. They say, I want to be like that particular person. You don't know. He's making content. He's doing content. That is his job. Yeah, just to eat and take or not. Maybe that's not the life. So, of course, we can learn from social media. Yeah, I know we can learn. And we can unlearn also as well. Just, yeah, be disciplined, know what to do and when to do. Yeah.
That's all right, you know, I really enjoy this moment with you because I'm also learning myself, because I realize like social media has really both impact on people, positive and negative. And this is really something interesting, and people should try to see how to balance what they do on social media, right? And then this brings me to another question for you, dear Florence. What are some best practices for using social media in a healthy way? What are the practices you think should be done?
All right. So social media is, let me say, a large platform. Let me talk about one. Personally, I really like TikTok so much, and okay, I just do it for fun. It's not like it's my job or whatever, just for fun.
Yeah.
Then, personally, I would say, when I know it's my free time, like I'm doing nothing, and I can relax. Then I can take my phone and maybe scroll and watch some videos, or if I want to do content as well, then I can do it. But whenever I'm busy, like I have an important element to do, I have a given task, then yeah, I have to leave TikTok because it is there. It won't leave. Yeah, TikTok may wish for me to stay even 10 days without rest. Yeah, but it's up to me to decide. Oh, I have been on TikTok for 30 minutes. That's over. I leave, I go for other stuff. So for all the platforms that can be, so I think everybody can act that way if they want, if they're not content creators, like if they don't earn from those social media. Let them concentrate on their jobs, and then for relaxing, they can now go for some minutes or some hours, like 1 hour.
Yeah, that's all right. If I got you well, you are mentioning something very important, and this is what many people don't have. It is self-discipline when it comes to social media. People should understand that you have to control it. It doesn't have to control you, because there are people, they are in their offices, but you realize they are not doing their work. They are just on social media, which can have a very bad impact on their work results, you see. So I really appreciate you touch self-discipline. You know when to do what and how when it comes to social media. Well, now I think I have another interesting question for you. And this is, how can we make sure we don't lose real life connections in the process, you know?
To lose
real life connections, especially family members, friends and everything. Yeah.
Because of social media, so we get busy and we don't have time to visit our friends.
Imagine you have time only to discuss with them on social media, video calls, phone calls, but you don't have that real life interaction, like face to face, you know. Yeah.
So life is in life you can plan. You can plan. The truth is, social media has somehow made us lazy to go and visit our friends. Because you feel like I can talk to you, I just call you, we talk, and then it's over. If I want to see you, I just call you video call, we meet, and then it's over. So the connection, I think if you are really related somehow, there are always time you can meet. Because in families or among friends, we have social events that unite us somehow. They are not regular, of course. So it's not like a regular event, but yeah, we can still find time to meet, or we can hang out maybe at the weekend, go out together. I just see it in the right side because it gives us time to concentrate. The fact of having social media, it gives us time to concentrate on what is important. Then I don't have to spend much time to come and visit you like every single day. I may wish to talk to a person I love, to a friend, to a family member every single day. So it can be hard for us to be meeting every single day. Maybe the person is busy or I'm busy, but via social media, we can call each other and then it's over. So when we have time, when we have free time, or like at the weekend, then we can meet and talk somehow.
That's all right. I really appreciate this, and we are almost at the end of this podcast. Dear listeners, dear followers, we are very happy to spend this moment discussing this interesting matter. You know, social media has a big impact on our life, and as the world is progressing, technology is also enhancing, and then we have to make sure we cope with technology. We have to make sure we understand how to use social media, especially because the misuse of social media can also produce a very bad impact on our lives. And in short, you guys should understand that social media has both impact on our life, positive and negative. So we have to decide how we use it. As Florence said, self-discipline is really needed. It's really required for us to be able to use social media in a good way. Well, at this point, Florence, this is the end. What's your conclusion? What advice can you give to all our followers and listeners, and so that they can be able to use social media in a healthy way?
All right. As a conclusion, I would like to mention that everything in life has a right side and the wrong side.
Yes.
So choose right. Don't always choose wrong. Or don't dislike something because you only consider the wrong side. Don't consider the wrong side, but consider the right side. So as social, like as far as social media is concerned, if you're self-disciplined, if you are really an intelligent person, you cannot consider social media as a bad thing. For me, it's something that I like so much, and I thank any person who brought any type of social media.
Yeah.
They have helped us a lot. So be self-disciplined, be determined, get motivation from social media as you can get, but focus on what is important.
Okay, I really appreciate those ideas. They are really insightful. And I think this topic has been really thought-provoking. And dear listeners, I hope you learned a lot from this. I would like to break the news to you about something very interesting here at Steeven Institute. Dear followers, I want you to understand that our website is really available right now. You can go at www.steeveninstitute.com, and then you can have a lot of content that helps you learn English. There are PDF, books, and videos. Make sure you go there and level up your English with Steeven Institute. So we thank you so much for following up to the end this video, and we wish you guys share with your friends so they can also benefit from these important discussions. Thank you so much, and see you guys in the following series. Bye bye for now.
Yes.